Good morning, students. Today, our topic is Outcomes of Democracy, in which we will learn today economic growth and development in the democratic form of government. How democracy affects on economy of a country. The people they were expected from democracy to produce good government, but in practical level, many democracies did not fulfill this expectation because it's not always possible for the government also to make each and everything according to the mindset of people. That's why in the last 5 years we had been watching that, to compare with democracy, we have been watching that dictatorship have slightly higher rate of economic growth. But because of this reason we cannot misjudge democracy. The economic development depends on several factors like population, global situation, cooperation from other countries, economic priorities adopted by the country. A democratic government may not guarantee us with economic development better than other countries, but we expect that from a country, that a democratic country, that it should not lag behind a dictatorship one. More than economic development, it is reasonable to expect democracies to reduce economic disparities. Democracies are based on political equality. All individuals have equal weight in electing representative, but in the economic sphere, we can see that economic disparities, economic inequalities are growing up. A small number of ultra-rich enjoy highly disproportionate share of wealth and income. As a result, national income of the country is increasing. But for the people who are at the bottom of the society, the income of them are declining. They find too difficult to meet their basic needs like food, clothing, house and education and health also. That's why when national income is showing that's high, but actual income of some people, the poor people, are being decreased day by day. Thus, poverty is being hidden under that national income that is increasing. In actual life, democracy do not appear to be very successful in reducing economic inequalities. Actually, the political parties doesn't like to lose the votes of the large section of poor people in the constituencies. However, the democratically elected government do not appear to be as keen to address the question of poverty as you would expect them to. The situation is much worse in some other countries, especially in Bangladesh. More than half of its population lives in poverty. It's very pathetic to see that many poor countries are now dependent on the rich countries even for food supplies also. In the social outcomes of democracy, we can see the main points are accommodation of social diversity, dignity and freedom of the citizens. Dignity and freedom of the women also comes under the dignity of freedom of the citizens group. Dignity and freedom of the disadvantaged groups are also amongst it. It will be a fair expectation that democracy should produce a harmonious social life. Democracies usually develop a procedure to conduct their competition. It would reduce the possibility of tensions. No society can fully and permanently resolve conflicts among different groups. Democracy is the most suitable form of government for to produce this outcome. Non-democratic regimes often turn blind eye to suppress internal social differences. Ability to handle social differences and divisions and conflicts is the merit of democratic regimes. Democracy must fulfill two conditions to achieve their outcome. Democracy should keep always in mind that it is not simply ruled by majority opinion. The majority always needs to work with the minority also, so that government function to represent the general view. Majority and minority opinions are not permanent, but both of them are very important. We also have to keep in mind that rule by majority doesn't mean that rule by majority community in terms of religion or race or linguistic groups. Rule by majority means that in case of every decision or in case of every election, different persons and groups may and can form majority. Democracy remains democracy only as long as every citizen has a chance to being has a chance of being majority at some point of time. If someone is birthed in majority on the basis of birth, then the democratic rule ceases to be accommodative for the person or group. We can see diversity in terms of religions, language, culture, and caste in every society. But it is only in democracy that equal treatment is given to all the individuals. There should not be any discrimination or stratification on the basis of caste, creed, gender, race, religion, region, etc. Democracy accommodates all the social diversity by guaranteeing dignity and freedom to all citizens. In the case of women, for a long time, they were denied equal rights, justice, dignity, and freedom. But democracy has ensured all these to women. Now, the principle of individual freedom and dignity has a legal as well as moral force also. For the weaker section of the society, like SC, ST, OBC, who are taken as disadvantaged groups, there should be special provisions like for the upliftment of them, they can, so that they can live with dignity and honor and lead a free life. Now the system has been changed. They are allowed to vote and choose their own representatives in the government also. No particular religion or language is given any special preferences. By giving all of the people adequate representation in the government, the conflicts among various groups are minimized now. In democracy, it is also ensured that the rule of majority is not by those who are in majority just in a number. The majority group needs to work in harmony with the minority group to ensure that interests and concerns of every group are represented in the government. We can conclude by saying that the questions about democracy are always being examined. As people get some benefits, they ask for more than one to make democracy even better. People always come up with the more expectations and many complaints. It shows that people have developed awareness and the ability to expect and look critically at power holders. Democracy transforms people from the status of a subject into that of a citizen. Today, most of the individuals believe that their precious vote definitely make a change, a difference to the way of the government that is run to their own self-interest. But sometimes it doesn't happen and people are unhappy with it. But we have to understand that being a responsible citizen in a democratic society, we should have some duties to fulfill.